Howdy. Alright, this is our MAF sensor lab on the 2018 Hyundai Tucson. Our MAF sensor is located right down here, next to our intake. There are 4 wires on it. There's a blue and orange wire that is our MAP signal voltage. We have a black wire that's our ground. There's a yellow wire that is our sensor power, and a white wire that is our IAT sensor. This is the PIDs for the 2018 Hyundai Tucson. First thing we notice with the PIDs is that the intake map is reading 29.2.
Perfect vacuum.
This is because the car is not on, and the engine will create a vacuum, lowering that reading to around 8 or 9.
So we'll start the vehicle.
We can see here now that the intake map is reading roughly between 1 and 0.4. And then as we increase our RPMs, for this portion of the MAP lab, we're going to be reading the voltage coming out of the MAP at terminal 1, which is our MAP signal. Right now it is at 3.9 because it is off, but start the car. When started, it starts at a low 1.3 volts. Rev it a little bit, and as it increase in air through the map, our voltage, rev it again. The voltage increases. Due to this change in voltage, instead of just seeing a common average, which would be around 2.5, we see a change in voltage depending on the airflow, or actually the absolute pressure. And due to this, we know that it is a variable voltage map sensor instead of a variable frequency. For this portion of the map lab on the 2018 Hyundai Tucson, we'll be using the Pico scope, and we'll be looking at how the different inches of vacuum affects the voltage that we get through our map sensor, or map signal voltage. Currently, with the car off, we're at 4 volts. And then once we turn the car on and apply a light load, turn the car on.
And this is a visual representation of what the voltage is looking like. And as the load on the engine increases, we'll see the voltage go up a little bit right there. We did a few tests before this, but yeah. Go ahead and rev it up. As you can see, when you actuate the throttle, the voltage spikes, because that's when the most load on the engine is. Maps measure load on the engine, not airflow. So for this lab, we'll be talking about mass airflow sensors. This sensor in specific is a hot wire sensor. And if you look here, we have our battery voltage, our 12 volts coming in. This is our ground. This is our signal ground, signal return. And this right here is our signal wire. And we have that hooked up to our picoscope right now, which is reading at about 1.25 volts, right where we want it. We can make it a little bigger. That's fairly consistent. That's exactly what we want to see here. And if my lab assistant would go step on the throttle. We can see as pressure decreases, our voltage increases, which is exactly what we want to see.